Dangerously dry. We are in the midst of an extremely dry season in Mississippi. Ahead, what you need to know about the high-risk conditions over the next few days.
Atheist insult accusations. Ahead, the controversial comments a teacher is accused of making towards a student. 16 WAPT News continues right now.
The one to watch. This is 16 WAPT News at 6.
Good morning, everyone. It is the 14th day of October, and continuing to make headlines this morning, water woes in the metro.
They're mainly because of water main breaks in Jackson. Ahead, we're going to show you some of the areas affected, and that includes one where over 600 people are having to boil their water before they use it. And developing overnight, former NBA star Lamar Odom found unconscious in a Nevada brothel. We have more on his condition as his ex-wife Khloe Kardashian and her family rush to be with him.
But first, let's take a live look outside from our South Jackson sky cam. Pretty right there. The sun is coming up. It looks gorgeous outside. A little chilly out there, so grab a jacket, but we'll use the entire day. Brittany Bell joins us with the answer in Weather First.
Well, temperatures on this Wednesday are running about 20 degrees cooler compared to this time yesterday, down into the mid to upper 40s and the lower 50s. In Jackson, Vicksburg, and Natchez, it's 48 degrees and down to 50 degrees in Macomb. But by this afternoon, gearing up for high temperatures close to 90 degrees with bright sunshine. So we'll still see highs above average on Thursday and Friday, close to the 90s, but things cool down by this weekend. More details on that in just a few.
A severe fire danger is happening right now.
Yeah, Brittany, David, and our weather team said the conditions will continue to be dry over the next few days. 16 WAPT's Hadas Brown is live with what we need to know about the burn ban extensions across the state.
Well, right now we're dealing with over 20 burn bans across Mississippi. You can see why right here. Check out what a difference just one grass fire can make. You can see grass here and just scorched earth just right next to it. This area stretching, in fact, all the way up this hill on the side of the interstate in Terry. Now, Hinds County extended its burn ban yesterday. This time, it'll go until mid-November. Now, we've seen several grass fires in the past few weeks alone. One of them torched more than 100 acres in Terry, and at one point got very close to Terry High School. Now, the newest burn bans this morning are in Warren and Attala counties. These dangerous conditions for burning have been around on and off since the summer. Back then, officials warned us even the spark from one match hitting the ground can present big problems.
And it may sit there and smolder a little while. You may not realize it, and then you come back and, well, it's done spread and got out of control.
Now, officials are warning people, do not burn any trash or leaves, and make sure cigarettes are completely out before you toss them. Live in Hinds County, Hadas Brown, 16 WAPT News.
All right, thank you so much, Hadas. Now, Brittany, we mentioned that conditions are going to be getting worse. How bad is it going to be?
Well, you know, Aaron, since July, we are over a 10-inch rainfall deficit at the Jackson Airport. So that combination of low humidity and lack of rainfall leads to very dry grass, and that acts as fuel for fires, allowing them to spread very easily. So that's why those burn bans are in place. Just make sure to avoid any outdoor burning, and just keep in mind any small spark could easily spark a dangerous fire across much of the area, and still not looking at any significant rainfall over the next few days.
From burn bans to a boil water alert affecting hundreds of people, Marcus.
Yeah, it is, Keegan, and we have a map in our newsroom to show you where a lot of those folks are being affected, and you see it right here, this highlighted portion. This is the Presidential Hills section of Northwest Jackson between Flag Chapel Road and Highway 49. You see the large portion that is highlighted? Well, that represents roughly 600 customers under a boil water alert. This, of course, comes as the city is dealing with an increase in water main breaks, more than 20 since the weekend. Leaders tell us that they are working to fix them.
These breaks have been identified on a priority basis, and that's based on the number of critical facilities and residents impacted. So we have a number that they're currently working and a number that they're scheduled to work.
The city says the temperatures, along with other factors, could be causing all of the water main breaks. The city says if you encounter a break, call 311. Meanwhile, folks living near the res under a boil water alert are hoping for 2 days of good water tests. Yesterday, crews worked on a main break at the Pelahatchie Bay water system. The break resulted in 16 subdivisions falling under a boil water notice. Now to some classroom controversy in Rankin County, Keegan.
Marcus, one group claims a teacher insulted an atheist student. The American Humanist Association has filed a complaint against teacher and Baptist minister Rick Hammerstrom. They say he mocked a Northwest Rankin High School student who is atheist. The group says Hammerstrom made comments about atheists, including, quote, "You're a fool if you don't believe in God." In a separate incident in 2013, a judge fined the school more than $7,000 after officials opened a school meeting with prayer. This brings us to our Facebook question of the day. We're asking, should a public school teacher be allowed to make negative comments about religious or non-religious beliefs? Let us know what you think about this story on our Facebook page or Twitter.
Well, a man who was killed after a 6-hour standoff in Brookhaven is being described as agitated in the days leading up to that deadly encounter. 16 WAPT was there as several gunshots were fired at Brookhaven Apartments Monday evening. From around 6 p.m. until roughly midnight, 31-year-old Rudolph Smith fired from inside his apartment. Things ended with a shootout between Smith and the Highway Patrol SWAT team.
From the beginning of our conversation, he advised that he wasn't going to come out alive.